The Cindy Clemishire case against Pastor Robert Morris is triggering a lot of people out here who aren't seeing justice for their personal case, okay? This says resist and rescue. This is from Through the Black channel. About the two little kids who are in a satanic ritual abuse cult over in England. And they just don't seem to have the postcard. What the heck? Okay. The postcard. You think I'm kidding? Okay. I was part of this prayer team. Alisa and Gabriel.com. From Through the Black. And I have all of these postcards because I was supposed to send them to all the churches in my state. Oh, look at that. That's what popped out of there. It says LondonHasASecret.com. I have no idea if these things are even in operation. Oh my God, look, there's all these things falling out of here. I didn't even know. Look at that. Fascinating. Okay. I am part of the Missouri team. Prayer team. The pandemic happened. Like, literally, I received these in the mail, and the pandemic happened. So all the churches were shut down. So I just never dealt with it, and I felt God was saying, no. This is what my testimony is about. This is what I'm trying to say to all of you. Oh my God! I'm so frazzled. I'm so frazzled. I'm so frazzled right now. I'm crying. I'm crying to the world to help you understand why we need the Cindy Clemishires of the world. Why did God lift her up? Okay. You're going to hear the jealousy in my voice, but I'm also trying to say that the hand of God is in control. I'm trying to give you some kind of comfort and understanding that there is a strategy. Okay? There is a strategy that God is trying to do first. Okay? But why is he bringing down the Weinstein, the Me Too movement? Do you really think that the blue team is all in control of that? Why would he bring down Weinstein first? Why would he bring down Nexium first? Why would he bring down Peter Nygaard first? Dibbling and dabbling with the Epstein. At the first term of President Trump, Backpage.com was taken down. Does anybody know? Does it still exist? Or was that, what was that? Is it, okay? Because half of what I'm thinking over here is, can I even trust that this is actually happening? Or is it literally all central casting? I am ranting today, but I'm also trying to say to all of you, as I am creating this time capsule for my child who is 16 years old, I feel like it's time. Okay? It's time to put all of this out in the open. Because tomorrow isn't promised. And I have to try to prove that I'm not over here neglecting my kid. I'm not over here, as I as a person who gave up her rights in family court? No, I didn't. Sister-in-law, father-in-law, mother-in-law, all you in-laws who believe the other side and have kept my child from me for over 10 years? Wow. You guys. Judgment is coming for all of you. All right? Because you're enabling that abusive behavior called parental alienation. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't sign my rights away. I stood up for my child's rights. And I refused 50-50 custody because the judge ordered temporary 50-50 custody. At the end of 8 months, there is a date on this certificate. It's 5/8/14. This is the completed certificate. Completing services at Moxa. Do you see that? Okay. First of all, there's no one who could participate in this program unless you qualify for the program. You understand? So this is where all of the proof is, because this is where the disclosures are in their totality. And that's why I need your help so I can get the lawyer who can get this information to put in the time capsule. That's why I need you to like, share, subscribe, comment like crazy so that I can get 4,000 views or 1,000 subscribers and start generating income that way. So I'm not asking for your money. You understand? Okay. The urgency is real because last week my TikTok was banned for a week. And then all the times in between since 2016, multiple of my social medias have been terminated over and over and over and over again. Okay? I'm just making these time capsule videos to prove, to put into the time capsule for my child. Okay? I don't care about any in-law or anyone from that side of the team. I don't care. I don't care if they find these videos and they come after me. I don't care. I will gladly go into the public square. I will walk from my home to the public square, which is about 1.5 miles, and I will take a tin can and collect rocks. And I'll meet you there so that you can throw them at me. Like Stephen. Do you understand? I have nothing else to fear. I have nothing else to fear because I have nothing else to lose. I'm just here to make some proof while it lasts, because I'm trying over and over and over and over again to prove that I'm not out here doing nothing, that I did not give up on my child's rights. Okay? And actually, this time of the year, of October through the 9th through the 11th, there is a nationwide, hopefully it's actually worldwide. How about that? A CPS or family court crisis protest. October 9 through 11. And then again next month, and then again, okay? Her name is Tracy's Place 01 or Tracy's Place on TikTok and Facebook. So look for your state. Just go. Just show up at your local courthouse. Okay? You don't need flyers. You don't need anything. Just show up. Take your paperwork. Take your poster board and your markers. Take your bubbles. Take your lawn chair. Go. Just go show up at the courthouse. And maybe within those 3 days in October, people will honk their horns at you and wave and give you thumbs up. Record some of that and share it. No, I'm not Italian, but I was raised by Mickey Durante and my grandma Betty Durante. And he's related to Jimmy Durante. I don't even know if I'm saying that right now. I'm going to edit this, chop it up as much as I can, and it's going to go rapid fire at you. Because I'm triggered, and when I'm triggered, that's when I make the best videos. Support my channel over on YouTube, ByFaithNEWS. I might even change the name to By Faith Productions, because that's what I intended it to be, but you can only do it after so many times. It's a hot mess over there. Want to, at some point, I have got to hire the lawyer. I already have the lawyer. I've already spoken to him at least once. He's 2 blocks away. I live 1 block away from the courthouse of Jackson County, Independence, Missouri. I'm so triggered every single day. I'm reminded every single day I still exist. Why? I wake up breathing. Besides the fact that I can prove to you that the in-law told me to K-I myself. It's how much I've been against this giant. Hopefully, I am just encouraging you to not give up, okay? To not exit early. Because the waiting is this giant pressure cooker. This is what the waiting is. Just like this tool, okay? And you see, there's less than an inch of whatever it is that you might be steeping to try to get all of the juice from. This is just a visual example of what it's like to be pressed by the hand of God to wait. There is a fine oil called the Holy Spirit that is coming through. So I'm just going to say things over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, eventually inserting some video to prove that Cindy Clemishire is at the top. Not only Cindy, I'll prove it's whoever are the people who are helping her, or she's helping to pass Trey's law. Trey's law has everything to do with obliterating the NDAs that are signed, I believe, in churches. This is outstanding that there is an order to all of this. Okay, so I'm going to say it one more time. There's Nexium, there's Backpage, there's Peter Nygaard, there's Weinstein, there's Epstein, there's this giant ring. And after that is the churches. Do you understand? The Lord has a purpose for this order. We have to consider Psalm 118, that it is the valiant right hand of the Lord at work here. So don't give up. Do not quit. And I'll show you one more thing. Okay? The second one. The last one. it says, don't give up until you are proud. Okay, but it actually says, P.S. I watched your YouTube videos. Okay? So I am here to encourage you to do the other things in the meantime, to send comfort and thinking of you to your kiddos that you're separated from. Take your eyes off of the other person. This is a giant. You're fighting against the ring. It's not him versus her or her versus him. Okay? So stop. Stop with the blaming. Stop with the, well, CPS came to my home because there was a toothbrush in the sink and there's toothpaste on the side. There was a handful of dishes in the kitchen sink. That's why they took my kids. You know, you got to stop with all the making reasons, because none of that matters. Those are just arrows to shame you and blame you, and to make everyone think that you are the reason for the ring's existence. And Nancy Schaefer, Georgia Senator, told you what we're fighting against. Because all the channels in between, even Pinterest, was terminated. I'm not the only one this is happening to. So from 2014 to 2025, literally this year, I decided, well, now that Elon Musk bought Twitter, it's got to be great again. No, it wasn't. I was kicked off after a weekend. And I was advocating for the International House of Prayer against Mike Bickle stuff. All of your frustrations, put it in the comments, because I will lift up your name. And at least leave your first name, okay? Because this is October 2025. This is a season where a lot of people quit early. I'm going to be out here doing other things, like NAMI. You guys know about NAMI, the National Alliance for Mental Health? I try to do the 5K for them every year. I'm not trying to earn money. I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it for myself. So I don't give up early. Okay? This is part 2. Please go listen to part 1. And come back for part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you for calling the Clay County Circuit Clerk's office. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. If you are calling about civil filings and fees, small claims, or adult abuses, press 1. If you are inquiring about garnishments or other civil court costs, press 2. For traffic, water patrol, or conservation tickets, press 3. For criminal costs or other criminal-related matters, press 4. If you are inquiring about a circuit clerk child support case, press 5. To reach the enforcement program for... Thank you for calling the Child Support Division at the Clay County Circuit Court. If you are calling about enforcement on child support, please press 1 now and you will be transferred to the Clay County Child Support Enforcement Office. If you have questions on child support wage assignments, payments, and or general questions except ex parte, please press 2 now. Thank you for calling the Child Support Division at the Clay County Circuit Court. If you are calling about enforcement on child support, please press 1 now and you will be transferred to the Clay County Child Support Enforcement Office. If you you have questions on child support wage assignments, payments, and or general questions except ex partes, please press 2 now. If you are calling about information for ex partes, press 3 now. Wait while I transfer your call. Child support.
I'm actually trying to reach someone about the parenting plan modification.
About doing a modification for the parenting plan?
All of the above. The other parent has never allowed the telephone contact. It's been over 10 years.
Okay. Okay, so what are you wanting, what do you need to know? How to file that?
I don't...
Or do you need a copy of your judgment? Like, what are you needing?
I'm wanting to find out how it can get attention to it without having to go to Congress or hire a lawyer. I'm trying to figure out... He's not...
Okay, so there's... it's called a family access notice, and that's some paperwork that can be filed when one of the parties are violating like parenting plan and custody that is in the judgment. So if it's listed in the judgment and that's being violated, then you can file that form.
So just can you give me a very brief understanding of how to do that? Do I have to just go online and grab the paperwork?
Yeah, you can go online to circuit7.net.
Hello. Hi. Sorry if this sounds very...
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
It's circuit7.net, and it's under the civil form. It's called a family access notice, I believe. Notice, yeah.
And so it's really that simple. I just download it, fill it out, and send it to you guys?
Filing fees and all kinds of stuff involved, and it would be filed with the civil department.
But with you guys, right?
No, I'm child support. Yeah, with the courthouse.
Yeah.
In the civil department.
Clay County. And do you have any idea how much the fees might cost total?
No, I don't. I can transfer you over there, and maybe they can give you a little bit more information on that.
Okay, that would be great. You've been extremely helpful today.
Okay, great. Thanks. One moment.
All right.
Hello, this is the civil department in Clay County. We're unable to answer the phone right now. If you leave your name, number, and a short message, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Yes, I am inquiring today about family access, I think is what it's called. The other parent has never complied with the parenting plan. It's been over 10 years, and I'm very interested in trying to find out what I should be doing, what paperwork I should be filing, and what is the actual total costs that you might be expecting to receive from me, how much money I have to go earn. Okay, my name is Yvonne O'Pree, and the case number is 13CYCV10653, if you need it for any reason. And the judge is David Paul Chamberlain. Is he even with you guys still at this time, or anything that you can tell me is going to be very helpful, because I'm tired of neglecting this. I've felt stuck for a very long time, not knowing what I was supposed to do. Thank you for helping me understand. Bye-bye. Oh my God. All right, you guys. I am dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded. It's like what Cindy Clemishire said, okay? Because there's just like a ton of people out here who really feel like it's go time. It's green light go time. Okay? It's like the hand of God has been on all of us for a very long time. Let me speak for just myself. But if you agree, put any emoji in the comment. Any emoji. A middle finger, a peace sign, a heavy metal I love you. Put something in the comments, because I need to know, am I really the only one who's going through this stuff? I'm just making these videos to create a time capsule for my child. Okay, she's 16 now. I lost her when she was 4 through the corruption of the family court, because they did not hear my side of, okay, let me say that over. They heard my side because I was pro se. I was representing myself. And in front of me was all the people, the judge, the lawyers, for the other team. Okay? And nobody brought the things to the table. They wouldn't give them to me. They wouldn't give them to anyone. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you for your patience. So I'm going to talk about what I'm doing today in October 2025 to keep my sanity, and kind of go backwards to the beginning and just help you understand the whole process of what's keeping me to endure to the end and be resilient. So right now, because I live in public housing, we have every 3 months, they come and do a bug spray. And I've discovered, because I have PTSD, that the stopping and halting and having to rearrange every 3 months is like, well, it's just too much stress, and it takes me forever to put things back together. And I mean, it's such a overwhelming process that I just decided to not keep anything in my cupboards, because that's where they spray. They spray only the left side of the kitchen and then into the bathroom. So you'll be seeing that this whole entire wall there in the background is facing southeast. Now that's the feng shui. Feng shui part of what I've discovered and how to create order, and just understanding what does it mean. And what it means is abundance. So it makes sense that I would keep the abundance of my things on that whole entire wall. It's the longest wall in the whole entire apartment. So that's what I've been focusing on, is how to maximize my storage by keeping everything out of the cupboards, so I don't have to keep tearing it down and building it back up and tearing it down. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot, even just for 4 times a year. And so you can see, like, that's a problem. Okay. Plus I probably need to get a step ladder instead of always asking my neighbor Janice to borrow hers, so I can reach the top of the cupboards. But this particular day, I'm tearing everything down just as a minimalist instead of a maximalist, which is what I am. So again, thank you for your patience, and understand that I have extreme goals. First of all, I had to teach myself how to do this editing. This is my first time doing a voiceover with this particular app called KindMaster.